Hello, I'm Eric Hutchinson. I'm the principal broker and owner of Hutchinson Realty. Welcome to video 19 of the Negotiating Your Next Home video series. I hope you'll watch the other videos in the series because there's a lot of interesting topics that we talk about throughout the series. But today we're talking about another interesting topic. We're going to be talking about the backup offer. You might say, Eric, what's a backup offer? Well, simply put, a backup offer is an offer that a buyer submits knowing that if the seller accepts their offer, they are going to be put into second, third, fourth, or whatever place behind the first contract that the seller has accepted. And you might be saying, well, Eric, why would I want to do that knowing that there is an offer that has been accepted already by the seller? Why would I want to be a backup offer? Well, the question is how bad do you want the property? Because transactions fall through all of the time before closing. Sometimes it's the home inspection. Sometimes the buyer cannot get financing for the home and they have to terminate the real estate contract. Sometimes the buyer just changes their mind and another property comes available, or maybe they're not going to move here for whatever reason. Anyway, if you are the second buyer, there is a chance that you could still get this property even though the seller has accepted another contract before yours. You might be saying, well, Eric, doesn't it mean that I can't go out and look at other properties until the property has closed on that I have made a backup offer on? Well, that's not the case. And so we're going to be talking about that today. So let's get into it, shall we? So I this is page 12 right below me is at the very bottom of page 12 of the real estate contract, which we've already talked about in previous videos. At the very, very bottom, if the seller doesn't accept the contract, the seller has the option to either reject the contract, counter the offer, or buyer has been informed that of notification of existing real estate contract addendum. Most people miss this altogether because it doesn't happen a lot. But if the seller wants to take your offer as a backup offer, they would check buyer informed of notification of existing real estate contract addendum. And then they would go right to the addendum, which is what I've got on screen right now. Notification of existing real estate contract addendum. And you'll notice serial numbers are really important whenever we are talking about contracts and sellers counters and general addendums. And so you'll see here that regarding the real estate contract form serial number, and it's got the serial number on there dated, and I put August 16th on here, and it's got the buyer and the seller. So this is in regards to the contract that your realtor has written. So you are a backup contract. You're the second contract. And you'll notice that it says here that the seller, right below my picture on the screen, seller accepts the above numbered and dated real estate contract for the above named real property as a real estate contract that is subordinate to the contracts. And then it lists the serial number of the first contract that the seller has accepted on August 12th. So it clearly puts you as a subordinate, which means that you are in second place on this particular scenario that I'm doing. So if the first deal falls through for whatever reason, you will be put into first place and you don't have to make another offer. That's the really great thing about it. So I know that it's kind of cut off. So I'm going to move over to the lower portion of the notification of existing real estate contract addendum. Look at item number 1. It says buyer is aware that seller has a previously accepted a real estate contract. Hereinafter, any one or more of the above listed contracts shall be referred to as the prior contract. This real estate contract hereafter is referred to as the subordinate real estate contract. It just means that you are in second or third place and shall be subject to the termination of the prior contract. Number 2 says all time periods for performance in this subordinate real estate contract shall not begin until notification has been received and acknowledged that subordinate real estate contract has been placed into first place. This simply means that you don't have to do a home inspection. You don't have to apply for your loan. You don't have to give any non refundable deposit or earnest money until your offer has been put into first place. I just think this is a great thing, and it's kind of a best kept secret that most buyers don't know about. especially in this market where our supplies are low, a buyer can put an offer in on a property and be a subordinate or a backup offer, and they can just wait in the wings until the first contract falls through or it closes. You might say, "Well, Eric, can I find another house? Can I go shopping for another house? And if I do, what do I do?" Well, I'm glad you asked. Look at item number 3. Buyer may withdraw the subordinate real estate contract at any time prior to receiving notice from the seller that this subordinate real estate contract is in first place. So you can see that you can withdraw this contract anytime before you are put into first place. So if you go out and you find another house and you want to make an offer and it's accepted, you just turn around and withdraw this offer, and then you deal with the new house that you have found. But if you don't find another house that you like better, you just wait till this contract goes through, or if you are put into first place, and then you can proceed with the property. So it's really simple, but most buyers don't realize that they can do this. Look at item number 4. In any event, the subordinate real estate contract will be terminated, with buyer and seller both agreeing to sign the termination of contract, with the buyer to receive a full refund of earnest money if this subordinate real estate contract is not placed into first place on or before, and then there's a date there. So you've got a drop dead date to where you can say, you know what, I want to be a backup offer, but you know what, if I'm not put into first place by, and you put September or October or November or whatever date that you put in there, then it just automatically terminates, and you guys both will sign the termination of real estate contract addendum. Now, closing date is to be mutually determined upon this subordinate real estate contract being placed into first place, shall be no later than so many days from the date that this contract is put into first place. So it's very simple. It's not difficult to understand. It's just something that most buyers don't do. But I want to encourage you, if you found a house and you did not win the first contract on that property, don't be scared to let yourself go into second place and be a subordinate contract and be a backup offer. It's a great thing, and you can always withdraw that anytime that you want. So I just want to encourage you that if you're looking for property and your realtor's trying to negotiate and you don't win the first contract on a property that you're interested in, just let your offer be a backup offer and continue to look for property. And if you find something else, you can withdraw this one, or you just wait. And who knows, you may be put into first place and get this property that you wanted. So just want to encourage you to do that. You can always reach out to me at info@hutchrealty.com if you have any questions. You can go to our website and view every listing in Northwest Arkansas. I wish you the best in negotiating your home, and don't forget the backup offer. Hope you have a blessed day. May God keep you and bless you.